You see, Bill Belichick is the coach of University of North Carolina. There was more hype about this coaching hire than I've ever seen about any coaching hire, and I could have given a flying rat's pituitary gland other than it was like a content fountain. I don't know whether he's still dating Jordan Hudson or not. Don't care. I don't care that he's in his 70s, she's in her 20s. Don't care. Live and let live. But thanks for the content. The thing about being content, though, is you got to be good. And I've said it about players and their tweeting or players and their off the field activities and endorsements. It's all fine and good. You don't work out, you don't hit, you don't throw. Those endorsements will run from you so fast, it's like the lights have been turned on in a cockroach farm. You have to be good. Bill Belichick can be the belle of the ball right now in North Carolina, but the problem is his shoe fell off. He is no longer even looked at as anything other than a train wreck. We now have sources, not we. It's according to sources, not that I got. There are people inside the UNC football program who said that Bill Belichick has ordered everyone that they cannot tweet or retweet anything about the New England Patriots. The level of petty. He used to coach the Patriots. He's in a feud with the Patriots because he didn't get asked back, because he didn't like the documentary, whatever the reason is. Sometimes divorce can be ugly. Sometimes it can be pretty. But in all cases, what divorces lead to is separation that leads to ability to misinterpret, that agrees to lessened communication, that leads to lessened communication. The Patriots and Bill Belichick got a divorce. Do you root for your divorced spouse to thrive? Of course. Do you root for your divorced spouse to find love again? Of course. Do you root for your divorced spouse to get another coaching job? Of course. Do you root for your spouse to win at that new coaching job? That may be a bridge too far. You think Robert Kraft isn't happy to see these articles come out that Bill Belichick is a lunatic and trying to control everything but not winning games? Do you think it's weird that UNC football posted nothing about Drake May and his unbelievable game against the Buffalo Buffs on Sunday night, where handing the Bills their first loss? Do you not see that when the Patriots are doing something good and UNC, when they've got connectivity and privity, connective tissue to a player who is helping make a good thing happen, and UNC ignores it when normally they would laud players of theirs who had gone on to professional sports, who had gone on to professional sports winning, who had gone on to being critical? You'd hear about it. Crickets about Drake May. So here's a question. When word came out that Bill Belichick was being that petty, and then all of a sudden University of North Carolina says, wait a minute, not true, and Bill Belichick says not true, and then you start seeing highlights of Drake May that you would have seen way earlier, but all of a sudden what obviously happened is, of course, Bill Belichick said no to any Patriots tweets or retweets, and of course he would have kept that as a no, but for the intrepid reporting who realized that it wasn't happening. And then you contact UNC and they go like this. They go full Rodin, the thinker. They put their hand on their chin. They close their eyes. They look at their muscles and they say, wow, I give good thigh. And then they say, uh-oh, we better do some tweeting, social media department. What an absolute joke. And that was only the appetizer. It was the gefilte fish to the main course. Because if Bill Belichick wants to be all controlling because of Jordan Hudson to show off, because she doesn't like his body, whatever the case is, or if it's actually Bill Belichick who is so petty and ridiculous, I would say maybe. He and Jordan together bring out the best in each other's insecurities and pettinesses. But if that's just the appetizer, what else could be the main course? What else could be happening at the University of North Carolina that would make me tell you that this embarrassment vis-a-vis promoting anything good that happens with the Patriots is overshadowed, I mean, disappears in the face of a report on WRAL, which is the local station in Raleigh. It's an unstructured, let me do it better, Coca, 4869. It's an unstructured mess, a source with firsthand knowledge of the football program told WRAL. There's no culture, nor no organization. It's a complete disaster. A parent of one of the players. It's all starting at the top. The boys are being affected. I don't fault the players. I fault the leadership that created this toxic environment. Could this all be from Bill Belichick? Could it be that the best that money can buy in a coach and then in players, when you put them together and it turns out you don't even coach them because you're too busy figuring out how you can be petty toward the Patriots, loving toward Jordan, or telling everybody else they're the crazy ones, not you? When you're too busy doing all those things, you forget to do something. You forget to do the thing that you were paid to do. Bill Belichick is paid to coach. All the other stuff is noise that's meaningless. And when you coach and lose the way North Carolina has been losing, and you still have all these off-the-field distractions, which were cute and fine, and we have to work overtime before PR for UNC, because of course Jordan Hudson's allowed on the premises. Of course. When you're forced to work overtime, trying to clean up messes the way clowns follow elephants cleaning up their crap, eventually you put the shovel down because your shift is over, and there ends up being crap all over the ring. And that's where we are with UNC. It is an absolute shite show. You better say wait to see that Bill Belichick does not return to UNC next season, because he is going to graciously step aside, because UNC, if not, would say, Billy, we made a mistake. We gave it the old college try. It turns out you stink. I don't think Bill will give him a chance to fire him. Wait to see is when we say something is official. The problem is, for those veteran listeners of Nothing Personal, when you go to the document on David Samson podcast and you look at all of my wait to sees, already had it. I didn't need any of this information. I didn't need them to play one game, and I did a wait to see that Bill Belichick will not return to UNC for next season. Think about that. Why would I know that? Inside info? Nope. Sources of any kind? Nope. Smoking gun document? Nope. I just know what it is to have a coach who is such a distraction that you can handle if your team's winning, though you don't want to, but you can. You say stuff, but not everything when you're winning. When you're losing, it all goes to crap. All of it.